I had been searching for a secure location to expand my trucking business when I found an abandoned church sitting on 12 acres beside an upscale HOA. The building had been empty for years, but the large paved property immediately caught my attention. It looked like an opportunity, waiting for someone willing to invest. Before making an offer, I reviewed the property's zoning history, ownership records, and redevelopment options. The documents showed the site had commercial redevelopment potential. That encouraged me to continue my research. After consulting city planning officials, I learned that the property could legally support commercial parking with the required approvals. I decided to move forward with the purchase. Everything would be done through the proper process. A month later, the purchase was complete, and I officially became the property's new owner. Standing in front of the old church, I started planning improvements that would give the site a new purpose. The project was finally underway. Architects, engineers, and city inspectors visited the site to evaluate the existing parking area and recommend upgrades. Their reports confirmed the lot could be modernized while meeting all local requirements. Construction plans were approved. Construction crews resurfaced the old parking lot and added new lighting, security cameras, and clearly marked parking spaces. Every improvement followed the approved engineering plans. The abandoned property slowly came back to life. New fencing, entrance gates, and landscaping were installed around the property. Security systems were carefully tested before opening the site. The project was progressing exactly as planned. City inspectors completed multiple safety inspections throughout the project. Each stage met local building requirements before work continued. The approvals kept everything on schedule. As construction neared completion, nearby residents visited the site to ask questions about the project. I explained the security measures and operating hours. Most appreciated the open communication. Susan Mitchell and several HOA board members requested a meeting with city officials to better understand the approved development. Planning staff reviewed the permits and answered every question. The discussion remained professional. Attorney Daniel Foster reviewed every permit, inspection report, and zoning approval one final time. The paperwork confirmed the project fully complied with city requirements. Everyone appreciated the detailed documentation. The final paving was completed, and professional striping crews painted clearly marked truck parking spaces. Directional signs and pedestrian walkways improved safety throughout the property. The transformation was impressive. Before opening day, security personnel tested the automated entrance gates and camera systems. Every vehicle entering the property would be recorded for safety. The facility was ready for operation. On opening morning, the first professional truck drivers arrived and parked inside the new facility. The large parking area quickly proved valuable for drivers needing a safe overnight stop. Business began smoothly. The facility operated quietly with scheduled arrivals, controlled lighting, and on-site security. Traffic remained organized and nearby roads stayed clear. Careful planning helped everything run efficiently. Several months later, local businesses praised the additional truck parking available in the area. Delivery drivers appreciated having a secure place to rest before continuing their routes. The project filled an important need. The city planning department recognized the redevelopment as a successful example of adaptive reuse. Transforming an abandoned property into a productive business benefited the surrounding community. The project received positive attention. The HOA and business owners established regular communication meetings to discuss neighborhood concerns and future improvements. Respectful conversations helped maintain a positive relationship. Cooperation became routine. As the seasons changed, the former abandoned church property became one of the best-maintained commercial sites in the area. Clean landscaping and organized parking reflected the investment made in the project. The transformation impressed visitors. Standing beside the renovated property at sunset, I reflected on how an abandoned building had become a thriving business through careful planning, legal approvals, and hard work. Giving old places a new purpose can strengthen an entire community. The project had exceeded every expectation. Several weeks after opening, city inspectors completed a final operational review of the property. Every permit, safety feature, and parking area met the approved standards. The project officially received its final compliance approval. The city planning department highlighted the redevelopment as a successful example of revitalizing an abandoned property. Local business organizations praised the investment in the community. The former church site had a productive new purpose. Truck drivers appreciated having a secure and well-lit place to park overnight before continuing their routes. The organized facility improved convenience for regional transportation. Positive reviews spread quickly. Nearby businesses also benefited from the increased traffic, with restaurants and convenience stores welcoming visiting drivers. The redevelopment supported the local economy in unexpected ways. The neighborhood continued to grow. Susan Mitchell and the HOA board met with Jack to discuss landscaping improvements along the shared property line. Both sides agreed that attractive green spaces would benefit everyone. Cooperation remained the priority. New trees, decorative shrubs, and additional fencing were installed around the property's edge. The improvements enhanced privacy while blending naturally with the surrounding neighborhood. Residents appreciated the thoughtful design. As the months passed, the former church property became one of the cleanest and most organized commercial sites in the area. Routine maintenance kept the facility looking professional every day. Visitors noticed the difference. The success of the project inspired discussions about restoring other vacant properties throughout the city. Community leaders saw how thoughtful redevelopment could create new opportunities. The church project became a positive example. Looking across the property one quiet morning, Jack reflected on how a forgotten building had found a valuable new purpose.